Hello, Craig here again. I'm going to try an experiment and follow it through from beginning to end. So I'm going to be cutting the skins off with a little bit of meat like I have before on all of these that are sprouted. By the way, these are potatoes that I harvested this year. This is March 29th. And I'm going to follow it through to the end. Okay, those have been cut. I'll show you the potato they're from and the slices I took off of them. And hopefully show that I'm not cheating in any way. So I'll take these pieces outside and put them in the dirt and see what happens. Okay, I've put a little soil in the bottom of each of these. And I'll put the potatoes in. And yeah, I know you're supposed to wait till they dry. But I found from experience that even sitting out a day with the potato wedges or pieces this thin, they'll just dry out a little too much. So you don't necessarily have to water these the first day, although I do. Then I don't water them for several days. Now, if you got a few left over that are relatively small, there's no reason you can't put two in the same container or the same little pocket here. It'll work. I'm using a organic potting soil mix for indoor and outdoor container gardening. Now I'm going to cover these. So the soil level is just above the tips of these, so they don't have to grow very much to start showing some green. And I just tap them down, and if anything shows up, I put a little more soil on it. Another one right there. Okay, that's it for now. As I said, this is March 29th. I'll do periodic follow-ups on this and see where we end up. Well, I brought these two experiments inside the house under the grow lights. Keep a better eye on them here. Hello again, Craig here, also known as Poolside Dreamer. This is a update on these potatoes, peelings that I have planted, and I'm doing a follow through. This is May 9th. As you can see, these two are ready to plant. Currently, I do not have any place in ground to plant them, nor do I have any available pots. So they'll be staying inside for at least a few more days. Hello, Craig here, also known as Poolside Dreamer. These are the potato plants that I started growing from the little potato skins with the chits on them, that I'm following through to planting them. And as you can see here, some of them have come up with more than one chit or potato plant anyway. So I'm at a slight dilemma here. I have got more of these than I have got ground or pot to put them in. Pots, I should say. So I'm going to try and balance these out as much as I can. The pots I have are less than ideal, but they're going to have to do. So this one's a little taller. There's two of these. So let me get some soil in here and get back with you. I'll be using this raised bed potting soil by there again, EB Store Organics. I'm going to add some rock dust and some additional worm castings to this, and a little bit of a fertilizer. It's not potato fertilizer, so I'll take it easy on it. It's a 13-10-4 citrus food, but it'll do for now. Okay, I don't know how well you can see in there, but there's a couple inches, 3 inches of soil in the bottom of each of these. And now I'm going to put the potato plants in. Alright, I've got this fairly well planted deep. I'm going to tap the soil down a little bit. And then add just some the organic potting mix to this because I ran out of my premix. Just want to leave a few leaves on top. Then I'll water it in thoroughly. Tap it down again. Now as these grow, I will add a little more soil to them, but obviously this pot can't add as much soil to it. So that's all for now. It's still April 11th. This is the area I'm going to be putting some of the other potato plants in. We've got some rock dust, some of that citrus fertilizer, and some worm castings in here just to kind of balance out the odds a little bit. I'll work this in and get back with you. Alright, the soil's more or less level. Good enough for planting. Now I get some of those potato plants in here and go on from here. Okay, I've got the trench dug. See, it's approximately 4 inches deep. It's about all the deeper I can get these right now. I might add some soil later. Anyway, I'll get these in the ground now. Alright, there they are, set in the trench. Probably a little too close together, but that's what I have, so that's what I'm using. Already got plans for this space. I had one row of potatoes planted right along here. Got those all dug up. And sifted through this soil a couple, 3 times. But I probably still missed some. There's my harvest from those, I can't remember, 6 or 8 chitted potato skins that I put in the garden. This is one of the 6 pots of sprouted potato skins that I started earlier. 2 of the pots, potatoes died in, the plants died, and there were no potatoes in them. So I didn't bother recording that. This one has died back. I've still got 3 more that still have live plants in them. So I'm going to take this one and see what the harvest looks like. I've removed the soil from the pot. It wouldn't surprise me at all if there were no potatoes in here, but let's give it a shot, see what happens. Well, looks like it's as I suspected. It's just too hot for the potatoes to grow. Hello. This is the next day, Tuesday, June 8th. These are the last two pots of those potatoes that I tried to do a comparison with potatoes grown in the ground versus potatoes grown in pots, just from chitted potato skins. So let me empty these out and see what's there. As I said before, the other four pots did absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. They were potatoes that were in it were rotten, and very, very few at that. Okay, here's the potatoes plants that have been dumped out of those two pots. Get rid of these. Ooh, got a potato. Interesting shape. And got another potato. And nothing else on the grid except that one little bitty thing. Now let's see if we have anything else in here. Well, apparently not. So what that tells me is what I already suspected, is that you can't, ooh, one more. You can't really grow potatoes in pots in the Phoenix heat during the summer. So that's confirmed. The potatoes that were in the ground, which I dug up yesterday, had a little more production on them, but there again, not much. Not like I would have expected. Maybe as much as I would get normally from one plant, not 6. This is Poolside Dreamer, Craig speaking. That's about all for now. I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, and comments are appreciated. Thank you. Bye-bye.